Well, I must say, thank you so much for inviting little Susan back again. It's always such a pleasure, and I must say, I am loving your look today. Absolute perfection. Yes, the blue eyeshadow, the peachy lips. Signature look right there. Signature look. Well, I was thinking that since you have your beauty routine down, yes, we can talk about fragrance. One of my absolute favorite things. No, you thought I loved makeup. Well, think again. Fragrance is where it's at. Oh yes. Oh yes. I mean, of course, I love getting dolled up. I love color, and look at this lip. My daughter actually convinced me that fuchsia is the color of the year, so what do you think? Not too much? Okay. Good. Well, let's pull out the Avon Beauty Bible, shall we? We shall. So, here it is. Of course, you can pull out yours as well if you want. Okay, we shall begin. Fragrance. Now, you are feeling beautiful, aren't you? If you have followed the suggestions in this book so far, you will notice a remarkable change in your appearance. Your hair will be softer and shinier. Your complexion will look clearer and more radiant. Your eyes will be brighter and more sparkling. Even your toenails will be shapely and glowing. And now that you've come this far, we will share with you one of the most important and most subtle beauty secrets of them all. We will teach you how to create your own aura and mystique, a memorable impression that softly lingers after you have left the room. The secret is fragrance. Fragrance, in all its delightful variety, has always been an important echo of femininity. But today, fragrance has become an absolutely essential part of the modern woman's fashion planning. From this day on, your fragrance can be thought of as an indispensable addition to your own beauty personality. At one time, perfume was reserved for special occasions, only like wearing a floor-length evening dress, and a woman was given one special signature fragrance, which she used to commemorate important evenings. But the modern woman thinks all occasions are special, and variety spices the life. Now, she buys and wears fragrance every day and evening, creating her own wardrobe of scent as individual and personal as the clothing she wears. Although innumerable elements make up the palette, a perfumer draws upon 6 basic groups of ingredients. So let's talk about the 6 great families of fragrance. Oh, it's so complex. So complex. Number 1. Single florals capture the essence of a single blossom. Number 2. Leafy, woodsy, mossy blends combined aromatic woods such as cedar with the aromas of flower stems, leaves, ferns, oak moss, and other herbal scents for a clean, refreshing fragrance with a foresty appeal. And number 3, floral bouquets. Floral bouquets blend a bouquet of different flower notes into an intricate and subtle harmony. It may not be easy to identify the specific flowers combined, but the fragrance is definitely flowery in character. And number 4, Oriental blends evoke the mystery and richness of the Orient through sophisticated combinations of musk and amber, along with exotic blossoms. These blends are apt to be haunting, intense, and sweet, and smoky. Number 5. Spicy, fruity blends meld the clean, fresh quality of citrus fruits and pungent spices such as clove, cinnamon, or ginger with perhaps spicy flower aromas such as carnation and hints of mellow peach-like warmth. These are apt to be sparkling, outdoorsy fragrances, light and fresh, but they may shade down into rich, full-bodied fragrances. And lastly, number 6 is the modern blends. Modern blends may contain notes from any or all other fragrance categories, yet they do not duplicate anything in nature. Rather, these are sparkling new creations of the perfumer. They have a full-bodied total impact that is characterized by a brilliant sparkle. So, do you know which category suits you? What calls to you? The florals, greens, woodsy scents, you would say. I know that finding the perfect fragrance can be quite overwhelming, so let me give you a few tips on how to find the perfect fragrance. The first step is knowing what you like, and you love your florals, so we're putting that on the top of the priority list. But let me just read what the Avon Beauty Bible has to say. So, although each fragrance cries out, "Buy me," with its exquisite packaging and exotic name, the way it is advertised can be a real clue to the scent you are searching for. Scents do suggest moods such as a green fragrance that evokes the freshness of perhaps the country, musk, scent of intimacy, romance, lemon, a hint of summer breezes, and manufacturers are quick to name their scents and write their ads in accordance with these psychological associations. Very, very smart. An ad that shows a tennis match, for example, tells you that the perfume featured has a light, informal quality, a bit sporty perhaps, whereas an ad picturing a couple holding hands in the moonlight suggests a more intense, intimate aroma, quite romantic. But no matter what the ad or your friends say, the only sure way to find a fragrance is to experiment, and that is why I'm here. So, get set for an adventure, and don't be afraid to take a risk. So, when testing a scent, you want to keep in mind that you cannot really tell how a fragrance smells by sniffing into the bottle. Okay, even when it is on your skin, the scent may actually change slightly within the first 10 minutes of application. So if you want to give the scent some time, you can do so. Okay, so the immediate perception or first impression of a scent is called the top note. Moments later, the full fragrance will begin to unfold. This stage is referred to as the middle note, or the heart. The full character or long-term impression of a scent is not discernible until several minutes after application, when it has time to blend with the natural oils of the skin. The fragrance is altered at this stage by your individual chemistry, which provides the missing note and makes that fragrance distinctively your own. Perfumers call the stage dry down. Other people slowly become aware of your fragrance as the warmth of your skin helps the scent radiate outward in the process called diffusion. And of course, as they become aware of your fragrance, they become aware of you, your unique presence, and the very special atmosphere you generate wherever you go. Okay, enough talking. So, let's pull out some fragrances, shall we? Let's see. Let's pull out this scent here. One of my absolute faves. I have a sample here. Now this is Cotillion. Cotillion. So, let's open this box. So this is the scent here. And the packaging of the actual fragrance is well known for its beautiful pink packaging. So I'm just going to tear along here. Take out this little fragrance towelette, as I like to call it. And this scent is quite beautiful. One of my personal faves. So why don't you go ahead and take a whiff of that. And if you enjoy it enough, you can dab it on the sides of your neck, your wrist, décolleté. You enjoy that? Yes, certainly. Just a little dab on your wrist will do. Let it mingle with your body's chemistry. So let me tell you about Cotillion. So this is a pretty old scent. One of our first scents, actually. So this was first launched in 1934. And this scent would be considered a oriental floral. So it does have a warmth to it, a spiciness to it, a depth. So the opening notes of Cotillion is carnation and incense. The middle note is iris, and the base notes is sandalwood and amber. Avon's Cotillion is an entrancing blend of wood notes, rich amber, and florals, and is one of the most esteemed fragrances. This scent is warm, comforting, and gentle, and invokes the feeling of walking on air. You can dab a few drops of this on your neck before bed for a beautiful, relaxing experience. And that scent is very timeless. And when customers find out what year this was launched, they are very surprised. So, I have this little mini bottle here. I just want to show you that Avon has superb packaging. Look at that. Now, this is one of their little petites. This here is a 1/8 fluid ounce bottle. I find that the mini bottles are really beautiful on a vanity. So, this just twist off like so. And of course, this is sealed. So, that is cotillion. You like it, but you still want to try the others. Okay, I'll put a little star for just in case. So the next one that I would love for you to try is Somewhere. So let's open this up. And let's tear this. Okay. Take this little fragrance towelette out of the packaging. This may be a tad bit fresher than cotillion. So, this is Somewhere. Give that a whiff. And while you smell that and get acquainted with the scent, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. So, this scent, Somewhere by Avon, was launched in 1961. So, a bit of a jump from cotillion. So this is a floral green scent, a bit spicy, and the opening notes are aldehydes and carnation. The middle note is orris root, and the base note is coriander, civet, musk, and oak moss. So this scent is quite nice because it starts out very soapy, very fresh, very light, and settles down to a spicy, animalic delight. So a bit skin-like. One of my favorite perfume personalities, if you will. Somewhere is everywhere your heart is, over the rainbow, beyond the heavens, drift upon a cloud. It's a reflective fragrance you'll never forget. That is Avon's Somewhere. Okay. You find this one to be a bit too useful, a bit too fresh. Okay. And of course, if the scent changes throughout this time and you change your mind, feel free to do so. Okay. So, the next one that I want to share with you is Charisma. Yes, Charisma. So, here is Charisma. I love the red color, very beautiful. A deep Marlowe. Sometimes you can get a feel for a perfume by the color of the packaging, the color chosen for the fragrance. Okay. It's like opening up a present. So, this one is also a bit more spicier, a bit more warm. Okay, give that a go. Tell me what you think. So, Charisma was launched in 1968. It is a floral green fragrance, and it has opening notes of aldehydes, bergamot, peach, neroli, hyacinth, and coriander. It has middle notes of iris root, carnation, jasmine, rose, ylang ylang, and lily of the valley. The base notes are styrax, sandalwood, amber, civets, musk, tonka bean, and vanilla. So this scent to me is very spicy and exotic. Yes, a spicy, exotic floral. It's definitely an evening treat, if you know what I mean. You'll be sure to turn heads with this one. When you enter the room, all eyes will follow you. Your magnetism is irresistible. Is it the charisma you wear, or the charisma you have had all along? So, that is Charisma. I find this scent to be very warm, very captivating. It has quite a big sillage, and sillage is how the scent translates, how far it can translate. So if you're walking by someone, that scent will linger. And it does have quite a good longevity as well. So I actually have Charisma here in another petite little bottle. This is also 1/8 of a fluid ounce. So we have red gold packaging. I find this packaging to be quite Art Deco almost. Let's open this up. And again, another vanity-worthy piece. And even this bottle screams regal, luxurious. So, Avon really goes far and beyond. And of course, any two of the little bottles, little petite bottles, you will get to keep for free. So, I also have this other bottle here of Charisma. And this one is a swan. Now this one is a limited edition bottle, and this is a personal one of mine. I just want to show you how intricate these bottles can get. And if you want this bottle, I can definitely order it for you as well. But this bottle comes in a larger swan bottle as well. And you will see that it is a swan mother with two swan babies at the side. So darling, isn't it? Okay, so you are interested in Charisma, so I'll put a star on that, and we can move on to Bird of Paradise. An interesting name, I agree. So this is Avon's Bird of Paradise. Bird of Paradise. Opening it up. And here it is. A beautiful turquoise shade with gold. Giving a bit of a tropical vibe, in my opinion. Okay. Yeah, this one is quite interesting. I quite like this one, but everybody's nose is different, which is completely fine. give that a good whiff as well. So Bird of Paradise is another 60s launch. It was launched in 1969. And this would be described as a floral green fragrance. So it may be a bit too fresh for you, but just give it a little bit of a chance. So the opening notes are Bird of Paradise flower and tobacco. The middle notes are jasmine and iris. And the base notes are incense, vetiver, and sandalwood. So the flower bird of paradise is a large tropical herb. It's native to South America and has a fresh, green, and lively scent. The blooms look like the tropical bird of the same name. And if I could remember, the flower is quite stunning. It is a red flower. Very, very beautiful. This scent has a sweet, delicate floral opening with a hint of tobacco to add a little mystery. The incense brings a bit of smokiness to balance the florals. As it dries down, the scent is smooth and powdery. So what do you think? Oh, you like it. You think the tobacco gives it a nice balance, following with the incense. I agree. I'll put a little star. I do believe I have a couple of bottles of this particular scent. Okay. This one here. The Avon Perfume Petite. And this is the scent. This is so darling, isn't it? So we have a little piggy, a little piglet. So it sits on your vanity like so. It has 4 little feet, so it is footed. So very, very cute. We also see the curly little tail. And the ears. And the pig itself has a beautiful design. So it really is quite intricate. And all of the Avon bottles, even the tiniest ones, are made out of glass. So cute. Let me just pop this pig back in. So this is actually 0.25 fluid ounces. So a tad bit bigger. Okay. So, moving on to the next scent, I think we're going to try out field flowers. Now, I'll be honest, this is quite a popular one. So, I only have one sample left, so I'm going to have to order some more. field flowers. I always want to call this field of flowers, but it is field flowers. There is something very bright, it's very sparkling and youthful about this scent, so I'm not sure if this is your cup of tea. Try it out. So I would describe field flowers as a floral aldehyde fragrance. It is probably the most modern of all the floral scents that I'm going to show you. So it is very bright, very uplifting. There is a happiness to this scent. Very bubbly, yes. And it does give you that feeling of running through a field of flowers barefoot. So that is field flowers. You're not sure about that one. You're on the fence. Well, I do have some cute bottles from this particular fragrance. So this is one of the bottles from the Field Flowers collection. Very cute, yes. So we have a purple bottle, light purple, and a gold top. And this almost looks like a little cushion at the top where you could stick needles, if you were a seamstress. But it's very hard actually. It's not cushiony at all. I think out of all the bottles, this one might just be my favorite one. Sometimes it truly is about the bottle. I also have, let's see, this snowman. I know, Christmas or winter is not even here yet, but it is approaching. So, this is the snowman bottle, again made out of glass, and you can see that this snowman is sporting a pink scarf, so he's not gonna get cold, don't you worry. And he has a top hat, which is the top of the perfume. Yes, his little face is in gold. So, let's see. The next one, this is my last one. next few fragrances that I'm going to share with you, I don't actually have the proper sample. My apologies. But if you don't mind, I'll dab a little bit on your neck, if that's okay. Or your wrist. Okay, so this first one is called Brocade. Yes, quite a lovely bottle. It almost reminds me of a genie bottle. So this is a 0.5 fluid ounce bottle, and it just twists on and on. And I actually have enough right on the top here to dab a little bit on your neck. Okay. Just dip, 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 dip. And dip, 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 dip. You can take any excess and apply it to your wrist, or leave your wrist bare for the next fragrance. I am a fragrance mixer myself. I know that doesn't help for this purpose though, when trying to find the perfect scent. So, Brocade. This was launched in 1967, and this is a floral fragrance. So the opening notes are aldehydes and rose, and the middle note is jasmine and vanilla, and the base notes are musk and vetiver. So the opening of this fragrance is a fresh English rose with a soft, sweet musk following behind. This scent is gentle, subtle, and powdery. With this scent, a woman becomes ageless, defying time. Brocade is actually a type of woven fabric that is decorated in either silver or gold threads, worn by royalty for centuries past. So, this fragrance screams the scent of luxury. You like it? Okay. I'll make a note of that. So we just have one more scent. And again, my apologies for not having the sample, but this scent is called Moon Wind. Okay. So you've seen this bottle before. Charisma shares the same bottle. So let's just take a little bit of this and put this on your wrist. So give me your hand and just dip, 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 dip. And your other hand. So, Moon Wind. This scent was launched in 1971. It is a aromatic green fragrance. The opening notes are aldehydes, bergamot, and grapefruit. The middle notes are lavender, narcissus, and green notes. And the base notes are oak moss, and vetiver. So this opens with a strong aldehyde and fresh citrus. And once the aldehyde dissipates, you are left with a light, soapy scent. The scent ends on a green, woody note. And I really like how they explain the scent. It says, so long ago, there lived a goddess of the moon. Glorious she was, so beautiful and radiant, no man could turn away. From her magic, Avon created Moonwind, a fragrance of love, heavenly and romantic, and now available on Earth. How do you like that? I actually have one other bottle of Moonwind. And this is a ladybug. So this ladybug sits flat on your vanity. You can see the ladybug spots, the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 spots. But yes, it is quite cute. This is, again, a 1/8 fluid ounce. And I love the bottle. It's a frosted glass bottle. So, there's that. Now, let's see. I always like giving extra samples. I have this Avon occur. Now this one is definitely a spicy one. Now this scent is no joke, okay? This scent no man could resist. So, you want to keep this in your arsenal. Be very, very cautious with this scent, okay? If you don't want baby number 3 anytime soon, be safe. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this over here. Okay, so that's for you. I heard that they were discontinuing this, just saying, because it got a lot of people in trouble. And now, I do have a couple of other samples as well. These aren't exactly fragrance samples, but I have the Skin So Soft. Now, you want to pop this in the bath. So, this is a precious blend of emollient oils for the bath. So you want to fill the top, then pour the contents in. Immerse your body and bathe as usual. This will be such an experience. I promise you that. I also have Avon's Rich Moisture Cream. So, you can try some of our skincare as well. So apply to face and neck with gentle upward strokes before retiring for the day. So that is for you. And I might as well give something to your husband as well. That way he won't feel left out. We wouldn't want that. So, this is the Avon for Men Deep Woods sample. So let's open this up. Here we go. So, there's a sample for him. And, well, we'll give him one more. This is Avon for Men Tie Winds. Now, the men get a pretty good size. So, these are 2 samples for him. A little sample courtesy for allowing me into your beautiful home, of course. So, just as a reminder, before you choose your fragrance, Avon does have quite a selection of fragrance forms, such as our traditional liquids, our pump sprays, our creams like our lotions and sachets, and our oil-based products. Those you can actually put in the bath, creating supple skin and skin that, of course, smells delightful. Yes, and I love layering. Layering is key. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, for the fullest fragrance impression and the greatest enjoyment, use cologne and perfume together. Splash or spray cologne on body, neck, arms, and legs after the bath. And then follow with perfume stroked on at the pulse points. Temple, back of the ear, base of the throat, over the collarbone, inner elbow, back and inside of the wrist, back of the knee, and back of the ankle. Yes, all of it. All of it. So, layering, like so many other beautiful things, might begin in the bath. Use perfume soap, a matching perfume bath oil. Follow the bath with a matching fragrance in body lotion and talc, then cologne and perfume. And refresh fragrance periodically throughout the day. It's as simple as that, right? So, what fragrances did you decide on? Excellent. Cotillion, Charisma, and Brocade. And you want a mini bottle of Cotillion and Brocade. Okay, so Brocade, that is for you, and Cotillion, that is for you as well. I will get a full-size bottle of the Cotillion, Charisma, and Brocade sent to you. And you want them all in a 1.5 fluid ounce. The Cotillion and the Charisma 1.5, and the Brocade a 2 fluid ounce bottle. Gotcha. Okay, well, this was so much fun. I hope that you learned a lot, and I hope your nose isn't too stressed out. You smell absolutely amazing, so that's a plus. Okay, well, until we meet again, let me clean up and I'll be out of your way.